Welcome back to the Sports Hub Golf Club. I feel like we got the band back together on this one. This is fantastic. Uh, we have the tournament director from the Travelers Championship, Nathan Grube, on, and Andy Bessette, who I make up a new title for you every time we speak, Andy.
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
I'm gonna say CFO, Travelers Championship, and maybe something else. Is that right?
Close enough. CAO, Travis Championship, CEO of Travis Championship. I don't care. Whatever.
Or the Travelers. I don't know. Is he's a big hot shot guy with the Travelers. They both are, and I'm honored to speak with you both again. And I'm especially happy that you decided to speak with me after we spent some time on the golf course together last fall. Because a lot of times I'll play golf with someone, and oddly, I never talk to him again. I don't know what happens.
That was a fun. That Worcester Country Club. I love that place. My gosh, wasn't that a great experience? Though it was a lot of fun. We had a great foursome, and it was just a fun golf course to play. Knowing that the first, what was it, Ryder Cup was ever played there was in 1924, I think it was, or something.
Yeah, a lot of history there. We're out there for a golf fights cancer event, which Travelers Championship is heavily involved with. And Nathan, once again, somebody who's a very good player. That often happens too. If I play with somebody who's a very good golfer, they don't want to play with me again. But at least we're still on speaking terms.
Listen, we had a great time. I mean, Andy and I were like, okay, how's this going to go? But by the second nine, Andy was going to kick me out, and he was just going to take you two guys out to play. He's like, Grube, you are dragging us down. So I was just lucky I was lucky to stay a part of the group. I mean, to be honest. So
Notice that it calls you out as being a great golfer, not me, because I don't qualify as a great golfer. I'm just a golfer guy.
Well, listen, we have a bunch of great golfers coming to town once again. Cromwell, Connecticut, TPC River Highlands for the Travelers Championship. I'm just going to bring someone else in here for a moment and look at that guy. Scotty Scheffler, the returning champion, who is going to be there not only for the first day or two of the championship. Nathan, if you would please describe to everybody what the format is like at the Travelers Championship and why they'll be able to see them throughout the tournament.
Oh, absolutely. I love telling our sponsors and our fans this, and this is something that Andy, in his day job, he negotiated this with the tour to be a signature event on the PGA Tour, and what that means is we're one of the top, handful events tour where the top guys will play, the top 72 guys in the world, $20 million purse, and to know that they're coming here. I mean, that wasn't an easy, project, but the Travelers team put it together, and now Scotty is here, Rory's coming, Xander, Pat. I mean, you go through the top 10, the top 20, the top 30, the top 40. I mean, they're here, and they're here all 4 days, and our sponsors love that, the fans love that. And when you kind of set the stage with that kind of talent, some amazing things happen, and we've been really lucky with the champions that we've had. But I mean, Andy doesn't, I don't know if I've gotten him to take full credit for this, but I think he should. So after media day, we had Scotty at media day, and Andy gave him a gift. And then Scotty, I think, has won 4 in a row. So Scotty needs to be thanking Andy for that media day gift, because he was been on a tear ever since then. So, to have the number 1 ranked player in the world here has been phenomenal, and we're excited to have him back.
Andy, are you at liberty to say what the gift was? Because if it's not too special, I could use that gift. I've got a member coming up. I've got the club championship in August. I need a little mojo my way.
We had a test. Oh, what a good mojo. That's very good. Well, the funny part, Hardy, is that the gifts, we had to buy 2 or 3 of them to test them, and we only gave them the best one. And our coffee aficionado called Nathan Grube. I gave you a Grube, and so
it gives me credibility.
We gave him a coffee roaster, and so he's roasting his own coffee beans, and we bought them these exquisite coffee beans from, I don't know where, somewhere in South America, and they were not inexpensive. And so he's at home now with Meredith and Bennett roasting coffee beans, and he makes his own homemade coffee. He loves coffee.
Wasn't there an incident at home in the kitchen with Scotty Scheffler where he had some kind of an injury, forced him to miss some time? And to that end, shouldn't we be focusing more on having the coffee made for Scotty as opposed to having him do his own cooking and grinding and things of that nature?
Listen, I'm pretty sure kitchen knives are undefeated in the world of like culinary, cooking, like they're undefeated. But yeah, he had a little run in. But yeah, Andy said we sent him all the safety instructions, but he was we try to make it very personal with the gifts of our champions over the years. We do a lot of research, what they're into, what their families are into, and he opened that thing up, and the look on his face was awesome. So listen, Hardy, we'll get you a roaster. You roast your own beans, and you're going to win the club championship.
Ah,
It's going to be a streak.
I think you want to give him a mini roaster though, just so he doesn't hurt himself.
yeah. If anyone's going to hurt themselves, it's going to be me. Let's talk a little bit more about the championship and who's going to be there for all 4 days of the competition. We've got Scotty Scheffler, we've got Rory McIlroy. Another fan favorite is Keegan Bradley, who of course has the local ties. And I don't know if Keegan's going to be there this year, but being able to see these guys up close and personal for all days of the competition, it's one of the things that makes the Travelers, as you said, a signature event and really unique. Just the close access to these players, and not just any guys, but the guys that we all want to see.
Yeah, and what's so unique for all of our guests, and we have over 2,000 or 3,000 guests for Travelers companies that week, and what makes it so special to me is this year we're going to have 30 of the top 30 in the world, except for a couple of them that are on live and ones that Billy Horschel has some hip surgery. But other than that, we're going to have the top 30 in the world, and if you go beyond that, Hardy, we're going to have the top 50 to 72 in the world, except for some that can't make it. But every single player in the world, and what's so special to us as a title sponsor is that you have all these top players in the world. There's no other sport in the world that brings all of the top players together playing in one game against everybody. Right? World Series is not like that. NFL Super Bowl is not like that. Go on and on and on. NBA and such. And so this is such a unique ability to watch all the best players in the world. And whether you like, I was talking to somebody last week, whether you like PGA Tour golf, or maybe you like PGL golf, that winter league indoor golf that they did this past winter. Ludwig and Shane Lowry are going to be there. They're part of the San Francisco TGL team, and John Henry's team up in Boston is terrific. And so we're going to have, no matter what you like to watch in golf, it's a great experience.
Yeah, and that covers, I guess, like the business side of it, getting the players there, and how they're going to participate and how that works with the PGA. But from the tournament side of things, Nathan, and as tournament director, I know like everything kind of falls on you for the overall experience, not just for the players, but for the attendees. And I hear year after year, time and time again, from the people that attend the Travelers Championship, what an amazing weekend it is. From, it seems silly, but the ease of parking to the access to all the vendors, the things for the kids and the whole family to enjoy. It really is just a top tier sporting experience for the entire day. And I'm not just blowing smoke when I say everyone I speak to who attends this thing, the first thing they say is what a great time it was, and how they're going to make it part of their annual tradition just to go back because of the overall experience of what you do at this tournament every year.
Listen, I really appreciate you saying that. It starts 100% with the culture of your title sponsor. And when Travelers took this over, they literally this sounds so simple, but it's really not. Like, they literally said, okay, everybody who comes to this event is our customer, and that is going to be our culture. Like, we are not going to take anything for granted, from players to fans to media to nothing. Like, our culture is everybody is our customer, and we're going to take care of them. What do they need? And we tried to set that tone in 2007 when they took over, and Andy and the team at Travelers have given us such amazing resources to go after that. I mean, they have, of our 2,000 volunteers, 1,000 of them are Travelers employees that have bought into that culture of like, hey, these are our customers. And then you go beyond that. Like, I mean, we just try to find ways to go above and beyond for people. Like, we try to find ways we look for opportunities to make the experience better for caddies, for players. And we were very fortunate. We actually are still the only PGA Tour event to ever be voted as the players' favorite event 2 years in a row. We were just voted as the most fan-friendly event on the PGA Tour. Like, we take those things very seriously, and we try to get better every single year. But to your point, we try to think of things from parking to how the tickets are distributed, to the food, to the free water, free sunscreen, cooling benches, viewing areas, shade. I mean, we try really hard. And again, that's the culture of our title that says everybody who sets foot on property is a customer. How do we take care of our customer? We've been very fortunate to have that.
Yeah, and being able to walk the course as I did last year, that's a great example right there. Being able to get from one side of a hole to another, and it doesn't have this feel of exclusivity, and you can't walk over there, you can't go over there. It really is a welcoming environment. You get closer to the players than you do in any other live sporting event, and once you're there, you're going to see once again the best players in the world. So June 18th. Through the 22nd, we're actually going to be there. The Toucher and Hardy show will be there broadcasting live on Wednesday the 18th for the Pro-Am. And then the tournament begins on Thursday the 19th. Everyone
Correct.
ready to go? Andy, you ready to go? This thing's about
We're
to
ready.
pop.
We got everything lined up for the week. We have birthdays, celebrations on Friday, on Saturday. We do everything for these players, for their wives, for their children, and for their caddies, and for everybody. And that is what makes it such a great show, including Bruin Moo down in the range, where Rory told me about 4 years ago, hey, Andy, all the good tournaments over in Europe have coffee shops on the range for the players. And I said, I can do one better. I'll do coffee and ice cream. And so it's been a huge hit. When we go out to see the players throughout the year, all they want to know is, are you bringing back the milkshakes on the range?
The milkshakes are that's a huge perk. Now, being able to get a milkshake on demand, my God. As tournament director, Nathan, you ready?
I am.
Okay. We're ready. Again, what else do you want?
Totally missed it. I thought you were going to ask me a question. Like, I'm ready for the question. Oh, am I ready for the tournament? Absolutely not. I need another like 90. I need another like 96 hours, Hardy. Just give me like 96 hours, and then I'll be buttoned up. But I literally thought you were setting me up for a question. That's how dense I am. I'm really sorry about that.
I don't believe you, and I've never seen anything there out of place or known you guys to be anything other than ready. Andy Bessette, Executive Vice President, Chief Administrative Officer of Travelers. And I knew the whole time, Andy. And Nathan Grube's the tournament director. I can't wait to see you guys again. Hopefully we'll see you when we're there on Wednesday, but I know it's going to be another great tournament there at TPC River Highlands, Cromwell, Connecticut. 18th through the 22nd, travelerschempionship.com. Does that sound right for tickets and info and all that stuff?
That is perfect. Everything's there, Hardy. Everything is there.
Okay. Andy, great to see you and talk to you again.
Good, Hardy. Thank you. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. And Nathan, good to see you and talk to you as well. And best of luck this year.
Thanks, Hardy. See you soon.